Hey guys, what is up? This is Yannis from Motivation Addict, and today I'm here with.
Jozzay.
He's a really good friend. We're in Liverpool right now, and he's a personal trainer. And what we're gonna talk about today is motivation, fitness,
Damn, son.
and many other cool stuff. So stay tuned. So, bro, first thing first,
Yeah.
would you like to say to the people watching this video some things about yourself, who you are, what you do, and
Yeah, I never really know whatever to say about myself, but yeah, I'm a personal trainer. As I mentioned earlier on in the video, my name is Jozzay. I am working on a brand at the minute. Very excited. It's called EvoMe. It's all about it's a personal training brand, fat loss, natural aesthetics, and body toning. That's all we're about. So bikini bodies, beach bodies for guys. That's what we're all about. And yeah, that's anything EvoMe related. Anything you come across EvoMe, you know who it is.
we'll have a link in the description below so they can check also your Facebook and site. So, first question, what is motivation for you? How would you define motivation?
So this is a very not practical question, that because it's kind of confused, motivation, in the sense that there's motivation and there's doing things whether you like it or not. So motivation, how I see it, is that it's it's an emotional feeling. It's an emotional feeling that you have, and it can be the reason why you do something. So some people will, like, for example, Yannis puts out really great motivational content, and they'll watch it, they'll get their emotions up, they'll get the dopamine into their brain, they'll get highly stimulated, but then they won't go and take action afterwards. But so motivation can be a reason. Like, they'll see the video, they'll see Yannis's video and be like, okay, I will they'll get a definition of happiness. They'll be like, okay, I want to be happy. This is what I think happiness is. And I need to go work on this. I need to go be on my path. I need to achieve my goals. They'll feel motivated for a moment. They'll feel great. They'll get the juices up. And then they won't, after a while, as soon as the video is over for like 30 minutes, and then they go back to their routines. So, whereas discipline, on the other hand, which is what I entirely believe in the most, is that, like, I'm gonna do stuff whether I like it or not. I'm gonna get shit done whether I like it or not. So how I could view motivation is like the reason why I'm doing what I'm doing, whether I like it or not, whether I've got my juices flowing, is because I want to make this sort of impact. So let's say my impact is, like, an example I'll give is studying mechanical engineering. So I studied mechanical engineering at university. I don't like it at all, but I know that's my mother's happiness is me getting a mechanical engineering degree. So my motivation is to make my mom proud in that sense. So I'm going to go and get that degree just for my mother, pretty much. So when I'm there sitting in the library, not wanting to do it, I do it nonetheless because I know that's my motivation. That's the reason why I'm doing it. That's my why. So that can be my motivation. But that's combined with discipline, the consistency of doing it, nonetheless, doing it without the feelings. So instead of focusing on getting excited, getting motivated, I'd say focus on getting shit done, no matter what, just getting it done. Yeah, and that's the way I view motivation.
Can't touch this.
That's a really good and very interesting point of view. The next thing, what really intrigues me for the people that are into fitness is like the whole mindset you have on your mind when you're when you're lifting weights and you're like, no, my body cannot do this anymore. How, you keep yourself motivated to do the extra rep when that your body can't, but your mind can. So what's happening over there?
Yeah, okay. So the biggest reason for me being in the gym, for me training, is that it's more of mental training for me than it is actual physical training. So like the physical training is the easy part. Your brain gives up quick. Your body gives up a lot quicker than your brain. It's all about. So my biggest reason for being in the gym is that if I can do it in the gym, if I can go that extra rep in the gym, I can go the extra mile outside of the gym. If I can overcome the obstacle of wanting to give up in the gym, through that whole agony, that physical pain, if I can go through that in the gym, then when I go out the gym and I face an obstacle, I'm going to push myself, because I'm going to imagine in the gym, I was about to give up when I was doing that squats, but I was like, I had everything weighing me down, but I was like, okay, no, I'm not going to give up. I'm going to push. I'm going to get it done all the way to the end, boom, get it done. So it helps improve my discipline. I'm visualizing like when I'm having an actual problem outside of the gym in my life in general. So I visualize that with being in the gym. So I put them two together. I remember that one rep when I was pushing myself, trying to overcome this obstacle. I was like, just hold it in. Just be patient. Another thing that one extra rep allows you to do, these are two things. Number one, improves your ability to be patient. It's like, because when you're doing that one rep, or when you're going throughout a whole set, you saying like, oh, get over already, I want it done with. Like you're on the 6th rep and you've got 12 reps to go, so you have 6 reps to go, you're going all the way to 12, and then it's like, oh no, I want to stop now, or I can't wait for the set to finish. But you're like, no, be patient, just take it one at a time, just focus on one rep at a time, focus on where you are right now. So the beauty of one rep is that it allows you to come all the way down to the present moment and go from where you are right now to where you're going. Use what you have right now to get to where you're going. So you're on rep 6, okay, rep 7, rep 8. Instead of focusing on rep 12, focusing on where you are right now. Same thing in life as well. You are who you are, where you are in your journey.
Yes, sir.
So then we'll try to focus a lot on being on level 3, level 1 or level 2, and then the resources for level 2, use that to get to level 3. So like we'll be like, okay, level 3 involves having this kind of equipment, or another thing is like the environment, being in a certain environment. Level 3 requires different tools, whereas level 2 requires certain tools. So it's like, use the tools for level 2 to get through level 2, and then you'll get to level 3, and then you can get new tools. So that's the same thing of like each rep. It's like, okay, let me just use this first rep. Let me not just go through like the motions of, okay, 3, 4, 5, 6, and trying to get to 12 and being like, okay, I'm on 6 now. What's 6 doing? Going through that one rep, 6th rep, okay, 7th rep. So you work on your patience, being patient to finish the set. And the second point, other than patience, is failure. Failing forward is those are the two main things about the reps. It's like, okay, fail one more time. Woo! Fail one more time. When you break down your muscle, when it fails, it builds up afterwards. Same thing with life. When you fail at one particular thing, you're learning, you're improving, you're getting better the next time.
Yes.
So that's the
Exactly.
Yeah. So the big philosophy is that what you do in the gym helps you a lot outside of the gym. It can be hard to notice that, because most people imagine the gym as only a physical endeavor, only something that occurs physically. So yeah,
In reality, it's way more. For me, I think gym and like self-development are super, interconnected, because, for example, for me, it really learned me, consistency, that if you really want results into something, like if you want muscles, you need to go to the gym daily, you need to pay your dues, you need to fucking hustle, you need to fail, okay, and then you need to keep up. Whereas like in life, okay, you need to be consistent, take the action you have to, and then you will succeed. It's like the same. So are there any other things that like gym like taught you, like things that you learn from the gym? Consistency, discipline, deal with failure, anything else that you have in your mind right now?
That the gym has taught me motivation, consistency, failure, patience, it's thing is that because of a lot of it has got to do with mental training. So for me, the biggest thing is the mental side of things. And like I was saying to you earlier on, that people think that I love the gym as much as I actually do. But then for me, it's just it's like taking a piss. It's something I gotta do. It's something a part of like where I am on my path. That's the major thing. Is like it's not that I'm so obsessed with the gym. A big thing is that like I'm more into my health. Like exercising keeps me mentally switched on. Learning about the health, learning about drinking water, drinking lemon water, eating healthy, it helps a lot for the brain. So for me, the biggest thing is like just the mental, my mental space, my mental state. That's the main thing about the gym.
Cool. Okay. And the last thing, which is like something that I always ask people.
Yeah.
3 tips to succeed in life from your top of your head. Like, what like things would you suggest?
From the top of my head, so this is gonna be my intuition talking. It's gonna be my instincts talking from the top of my head. Okay, the number one thing is like fail fast.
Hold up.
That's the biggest thing, is fail fast. Ideally, there's no such thing as failure. There's like either you win some or you learn. It's one of the two things. The only time you've really failed is when you quit, when you stop.
Yeah.
But then it's just like, when you fail, you're learning. As we said, I like to view failing as winning twice in comparison to success. In comparison to succeeding in something. Why is that? Because when you succeed in something, in a task that you do, what you get is the win. But when you fail, you win twice in the sense that you learn from, like, you ask your questions, you debrief, you ask yourself, why did I fail? What went wrong? You know what went wrong. You also view the certain small detail that went right, that got you to a certain extent within that task, in that endeavor, or in chasing that goal. So that's the one thing you learn from the failure. You know what doesn't work. So next time when you try again, you'll know not to do that. That's one thing. And then the second thing is that the experience. So Einstein has got a very interesting quote saying that learning is experience and everything else is just information. Experience shapes your intuitive knowledge. It shapes your the instinctive knowledge, whereas just purely reading or getting information, that's all just mental. That's just to shape your logical aspects of things, the way you view things. But then when you combine the reading together with the experience, you learn that much more, and it becomes more of it becomes a part of who you are, thanks to the experience. You learn from both the subjective point of view of like, okay, going through the experience, and then you learn also the objective view from reading about it. So one thing I'll say is fail fast. Another thing I'll say that came to my mind right now, second tip, read. Read. I'll mention a quote, can't exactly remember who this was. It said, a man that doesn't read lives one life. A man that does read lives 1,000 lives. And the reason for that is like, imagine your idol. Imagine Bill Gates, for example, or Warren Buffett, or Mark Zuckerberg. Now, these people have got their own life going on. Many people look up to them. Everyone would want to meet them in person, but then you can't. You can't just meet them in person. They spend their time with like whoever's in the environment. The reason for meeting them in person is because you want to learn from them. But if you read their book about how they went through their life, about how they succeeded, if you read their books, what's going to happen is that it's like them standing in front of you and telling you, I went through this obstacle. I overcame it this way. I failed this many times. If I did it again, I'll do it this way instead. So, and when you're reading them, then you can compare it to your experiences and you can learn, and it helps you avoid certain obstacles, certain experiences, unnecessary stuff. A conversation with someone that's experienced over a table saves you like 10 years. There's a quote, a saying, that a conversation with a mentor over a table saves you 10 years. Why waste time? Time is the only thing that we can't get back.
Yeah.
Money, we can get it back. Money, we can get it back. This leads me to my third point. My third tip is that focus on time. Focus on saving yourself time. Money you can get back, time you can't get back. Focus on saving time. Focus on using your time very wisely. Focus on investing in yourself. Focus on investing in learning, invest in courses, invest in yourself, invest in reading books, invest in saving time. If I can save an hour a day by paying, for example, I'll give a practical example. If I can save an hour a day by paying someone to like clean my place, for example, and that hour I'll use it for either reading, or that hour I'll use it for networking, or that hour I'll use it to work on whatever endeavor I have going on, whatever business endeavor or going on my goal. That's 7 hours a week saved. If like an hour a day was what you were using, and just to spend 10 hours a day, so I'd spend £70 to save 7 hours a day. That will later on, those 7 hours that I'm using in order to learn and improve myself, that I could later on make 10 times the amount of money that I've spent. Yeah. So like invest. So those are the 3 tips that I'd largely say. Number 1, fail fast as possible. It's directly linked to the third tip of saving time. If you fail fast, fail now. Try 20 times today rather than trying 5 times. The guy that tries 20 times will learn much faster than the guy that only tries 5 times, because you'll go through that many experiences. Fail fast. Number 2 was read. Read. Again, you're saving time by reading. You're learning other people's experiences. You realizing that you're not the only one. Like any problem that you're going through, someone has written about it before. Someone has written about it. You can overcome it. You don't have to overcome it yourself. Read books. And then number 3, invest in yourself. Invest in learning. Invest in saving time. The only thing that's moving forward and is running out is time. That's the only thing. So those are my 3 tips.
Beautiful tips, to be honest. Totally agree. Number 1, your best teacher is your last mistake.
Yeah.
Number 2, leaders are readers.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, it's like, because all the leaders are readers. Yeah. And if you want to become a leader, you need to be a reader. Yeah. And it's not that hard, concerning books, like a quick run on that. People say, I don't have time. You know what? My schedule is so hectic, such a busy life. I have to cook, I have to go to the gym, I have to do this. I don't have time to read. But in reality, if you spend 10 minutes, like not even minutes, 5 pages in the morning, 5 pages in the night, 5 pages in the evening, 15 pages a day, you can finish a book in 2 weeks, which means 2 books per month, which means 24 books per year, which is pretty good, I think, right? And as concerned investing in yourself, man, it's time, we can never have this back. And, I'm still mourning, quote unquote, for all the experience that I lost, that I never, I disorientate myself into doing something easier, okay? And I'm still like regretting those moments. And like I like, connecting with people like you, because you are like action taker. You make sure, to take the most out of your time. And that's what life should be. We should like constantly go 100% towards a dream and 24/7 work for that dream, not like spending and, watching House of Cards, as Gary Vee says. Do things that you love and invest in yourself by doing them and using your time wisely. Before we close, favorite book, by the way?
My favorite book?
Yeah, or favorite quote?
That's an interesting one. I'll give you a favorite book. Also came to the top of my mind, but then the reason why I'm saying this is because it probably sums up everything right now, in a way. Grant Cardone, 10x Rule. Mm-hmm. It's about 2 things. The biggest takeaways are 2 things. Number 1, think big. If you have a goal, multiply it by 10. 10x it. Think big. Think big. You can achieve anything you want. Don't let anyone make you dream small. Dream freaking big. Think big. Maximize your goals that much. That's number one. Number two, any goal that you have, the amount of input that you gotta put in, so the amount of time and energy that you gotta put in, multiply it by 10. Multiply by 10. So then you're bound to smash that goal. Aim for the impossible and achieve the best possible. That'll be one of my favorite quotes. Aim for the impossible, achieve the best possible. You might have heard, aim for the moon, land on the stars. You might have heard that. It's the same concept. So those two things, think big and put in 10x the amount of action and effort into it, then you're bound to smash your goal without a doubt. If your goal is £5,000, for example, aim for £50,000. You're definitely gonna get the £5,000 if you're aiming for £50,000, because then you're gonna be working like you want to achieve £50,000, and you'll probably get, like, if you don't achieve the £50,000, well, you're gonna achieve £40,000. So yeah, which is massive. So yeah, try that and realize that you've got no limits.
Cool.
Yeah.
Really good golden nuggets today. Make sure to follow on social media. Where can people find you?
My major thing right now is Instagram at EvoMe. This is how you spell EvoMe, except it's EVO2_me. Yeah, we'll put it up somewhere.
I'm gonna put it here.
Perfect.
And in the description below, along with the link for the next from Grand Cantor.
Yeah.
I think that would be good as well. So, thank you for watching this video. Make sure to subscribe. Okay, subscribe. And keep working on yourself. Keep working on your dreams. And life is beautiful.
The greatest hustler I know. Yeah, man. It's great meeting you guys. Great talking to you guys. Thanks for everything.